Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. So today's date is Monday, January 18th, 2021. So this will have covered the week of the 11th through the 17th. Now there is a slight possibility that you will be seeing this video on Tuesday the 19th because my Monday the 18th is absurdly busy with a lot of different stuff happening, mostly a dentist appointment, which is always, a dentist appointment, not really my favorite thing to do or how to spend my time. Anyway, this will again have covered the week of the 11th through the 17th, maybe the 11th through the 18th. No platinums earned this week, but a good amount of progress in 3 games that I'm currently working on, so getting ever so close to that like 99% completion rate, which I think I'll be able to reach by the end of this year without too much difficulty because it's already January. It's only January and I'm well over 98%. So, of course, Destiny 2 and Call of Duty World War II made no progress in either of those because, I just didn't really have a whole lot of time to play either of them. My family was here to visit, so that took up quite a bit of my time and just did some interesting stuff there that I'm very excited for. I might share more news on that later on. But that's really about it for what I did this past week outside of gaming. Now, as for actual gaming, let's start out with Spider-Man Miles Morales. So Miles Morales is, of course, a very easy platinum trophy. I'm still a good way away from being done with it, though. I think I'm at 60-ish% in-game completion, so I got a ways to go. But it's a very easy platinum trophy. You can even play it on the easiest difficulty where I don't even think you can die, which is kind of silly if you ask me, because I'd rather, at least play on a slight amount of challenge to make the gameplay a little bit more fun. So all the underground hideouts, there are, I believe, 3 of them, and they all appear on your map. Basically a collectible type, a big set of battles in them. This one is for a side mission or a story mission. I'm pretty sure it's a side mission. I already had that one. Then this one, you have to get spectacular or better in every type of challenge. There's only 3 types of challenges, and there's only 3 of each. So this one's pretty easy. I would recommend trying to get as high a level as possible so you get some extra upgrade points, but that's up to you. And just for the completion's sake, I guess you could say. Crafting 10 upgrades is very easy. You're gonna, I think, have to fully upgrade everything by the time you finish your New Game Plus playthrough to get all the trophies anyway. Of course, that was a missable trophy, technically, though very, very few people have missed it. Is this the other one? No, but the sound samples are a collectible type, and I'm pretty close to being done with those. I've made a lot of progress on everything, but it's just going to take a while to get through the rest of it. Story-related trophy, so both of those are very easy. That's, of course, a story-related trophy. That is a story-related trophy. And I believe all of these are probably story-related trophies through that hidden one. Slowly working on the ceiling takedowns and wall takedowns. They're both pretty easy, but they're a little bit grindy. I know you can do them in the stealth challenges, so I'm not too worried. 50 kills while camouflaged is very easy and will probably come naturally. Surprised I don't have this Venom attack one yet. So I have to do a Venom jump and Venom dash on a single enemy. I'm sure that that's not too difficult. I just got to remember that it's there. Venom dash to throw an enemy into a group of 3 or more other enemies is pretty easy. No, wait, that's the missable trophy. My bad. So I was thinking the other one was the missable one. No, this is the missable one from steering Rhino through the shopping mall. Apparently, only 4 in 10 people get it, which is a little bit surprising. This is a miscellaneous trophy as well that can be missed, but there is a chapter select, so that is really nice. So if you do miss either of those, you can just play through in chapter select. And you'll have to beat the game twice anyway for the platinum. Just apply a sticker and customize the lighting while in photo mode is pretty self-explanatory. If you ever use photo mode, you probably get that no problem. Then you have to complete all the bonus objectives for every type of crime. There are 10 types of crimes, and this one's actually very, very easy because if you don't finish one of them, like if you don't get all the objectives for one of them, you can just go to the Friendly Neighborhood Spider app and select the type of crime that you need to replay and just keep playing versions of it until you get all the objectives. So that's a very, very good way to do that one. Makes it a lot easier. Then, instead of having to, wait for that specific type of crime to spawn in, which could take forever. 100 stealth takedowns is very easy. This one is just a random boat that you can go jump on in Chinatown. It's pretty easy. And, of course, you have to beat the game on New Game Plus. So, like I said, not much more to say about this game. It's a fun game. I like it a lot. It's a very easy platinum trophy. But I'm only around 60% of the way through my first playthrough, and then I still have to beat the game a second time on New Game Plus. So, next up we have Overcooked 2, and as you can see, Overcooked 2 is looking quite good. So I already had the Platinum a while ago. So Surf and Turf, I believe, is the first DLC I finished, and I did. So for this trophy, what you want to do to make this one pretty easy, and this is seemingly the rarest trophy in this DLC, I'm not really all that surprised. So for this one, go into level 1-3. One of you guys in the comments told me about this, and I'm very grateful for the tip. So you want to pick up the plates, deliver all 3 empty plates, and it'll cause them all to be coming out dirty. So then you just place them on the center sort of counter platform, and then the second player just washes them, so you can just do this solo. That's the easiest way to do it, just switching between the 2 characters. And just wash the plates. Very, very easy, and doesn't take much time at all. So this is the easiest of the 4 DLCs. I mean, the levels are not really too challenging. There's only like 1 or 2 levels that might give you any problems. Delivering all the meals is unmissable. The bellows you can grind out in like less than 5 minutes if you need to. And then this one is, of course, a little bit grindier but not difficult. Campfire Cook-Off is a little bit more challenging, but as you can see, I already had all of the other trophies done. Like, getting 3 stars in all the levels isn't too bad. It's a little bit harder for sure, but it's still not too bad. I mean, there's only 12 levels in each of the first 2 DLCs. The miscellaneous trophies are a little bit worse this time around, though, because burning wood takes a very long time, and you are not going to get either of these trophies naturally unless you just need a ton of tries to get through all of the levels. So the 300 pieces of wood, I highly suggest with this one you play it in co-op with 2 controllers, and that way you will chop the wood a lot faster. So just load up the very first level of the DLC, chop up a bunch of wood as player 1, and then just, chop a piece of wood, throw it in the fire, rinse and repeat until you get the trophy. The backpack one, you can do solo, no problem. Just load up level 1-3. That one also doesn't have a timer. The timer doesn't start until you actually deliver your first meal. So just pick up an item, throw it away, or just throw it in any direction, pick up another item, throw it in a direction, and just continue that until you get the trophy. Very easy miscellaneous trophies, but definitely grindy, and definitely that DLC is a little bit harder than Surf and Turf. And I also completed Night of the Hangry Horde. Me and Blair got through this one, and this DLC is definitely a little bit more on the challenging side. The actual star levels really aren't that bad this time around because they weren't meant to be the hard parts. There's only 9 star levels in this one and the 3 Kevin levels that you don't even have to do. But the stars aren't really that difficult and aren't really that much to worry about for the most part. There's only like maybe 1 mission that was kind of tougher. The real difficulty in this DLC is supposed to come from doing all of the Horde stages. Now, I think we beat the first 6 stages each within 1 or occasionally 2 tries, so the first, 6 hordes are really not that hard. The 7th horde took, I think, 2 or 3 tries total, but still wasn't too bad. The final horde, I have never been able to do in co-op. We have tried probably 10 times on between both my profiles, and have never been able to finish that level in co-op, but I was able to finish it in, I think, 3 tries in solo, so I highly, highly recommend playing the very last one of these in solo. It will make your life quite a bit easier. And then, of course, there are 2 miscellaneous trophies. Burning coal, despite being one of the rarest trophies in the game, is actually really easy. Just load up, level 1-2 or 1-3. I think it's 1-2 is the one I did it on. And just, pick up a bucket of coal, take it up to the the top of the map where the furnace is, burn it, and rinse and repeat for 300. It's really not that difficult at all. You can get through it in probably 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing really to worry about there. And a very rare, nice ultra rare trophy on here. It's not ultra rare on PSN profiles. The 100% is actually at almost 3% or over 3% completion right now. And then shopping 500 ingredients with the guillotine I found to be more of a grind than burning the buckets of coal, because you can't really chop all that fast with the guillotine because you have to remove the ingredients from it to be able to do it. So I recommend loading up the very first level of the DLC and just place 5 or 6 items underneath the guillotines. There's 3 of them. Cut them and repeat for reaching 500. You'll probably not even be anywhere close to either of these trophies by the time you finish the main story. So just keep that in mind that this DLC is a little bit grindy as well, and it is definitely meant to be the toughest. However, I'm not sure about Carnival of Chaos, because I remember we actually had a good bit of trouble with the stars on a few of the levels of Carnival of Chaos. So hopefully it doesn't give us too much trouble, but I think this one also has 12 normal levels and 3 Kevin levels and 2 miscellaneous trophies. The miscellaneous trophies on this one are really easy, but the 3 stars I think might actually be a little bit harder on this DLC than some of the others, so hopefully they aren't terrible, but some of them I know had fairly high scores you had to get, especially if you were playing in co-op, but I can usually go back and do them solo. But that's all that's left is just one more DLC, and I'll have Overcooked 2 done, so that's 2 out of the 3 Overcooked games done. I'll still have to do the complete collection edition, whatever you want to call it, the all-you-can-eat edition that's on PS5 at some point, which is apparently the easiest because you don't even have to 3-star all the levels, which will make it actually quite a bit easier. And finally, Borderlands 3. I think I already had Guns, Love, and Tentacles done. I did. So basically I did all of Bounty of Blood this week. Okay, not all of it, but most of it. This DLC is pretty easy. You're going to get 5 of your 8 trophies just by finishing the story. So this Blood from a Stone, Name of the Law, Off the Rails, Where It Started, and then Riding to Ruin are your 5 story missions. And I mean, nothing about this DLC is particularly difficult in terms of the actual difficulty, and the story's pretty solid. The setting is great. I love the sort of Wild Wild West setting. It's definitely fitting for Borderlands. But do keep in mind that this Riding to Ruin trophy has been known to bug out on some people, so before you talk to Juno in the saloon at the start of this mission, quit your game, back up your save to the cloud, and just keep it there just in case things go wrong, so you can just re-download it and don't have to play through it again in true Vault Hunter mode or whatever. So you get 5 trophies just by completing the story, which is very easy. Well, easy trophies at least. There are 12 side missions, I believe, in this DLC, so not too many, and a lot of them are pretty short, so nothing much to worry about with the side missions. And this gold trophy is earned for earning basically all the other trophies in this DLC. It's basically a mini platinum. The crew challenges is the worst part of this DLC because there's 45 of them, which is a lot. Like, 45 crew challenges is way too much for a DLC planet. Like, I can't even remember how many there were in the base game. I want to say there was like 100-ish in the base game, so that's quite a few crew challenges for one DLC world. And I mean, a lot of them are the bounties and the like targets and stuff, so that's a majority of them, but then there's also some things you have to collect. So it is, I mean, most of them are easy as long as you follow a guide as to where they are on the map, because also with this DLC, for some reason, compared to the others, the crew challenges really don't show up until you're like right on top of them. So you do want to follow a guide as to where their locations are. They aren't difficult to complete, but a guide is definitely recommended to find them in the first place. And then finally, there is Psycho, Krieg, and the Fantastic Fustercluck from the first season pass. So this one, again, I'm assuming that these first 5 trophies are story-related, or story and or side mission related. So that's my assumption for the first 5, but I obviously could be wrong with that. The Vault Hall of Gates looks like it's going to be some ultimate kind of reward because it's around the same rarity as completing all side missions and crew challenges in the DLC. So I'll get started on this one pretty soon. And then, of course, there's this Designer's Cut, which I'm not going to be doing until that second season pass drops in price by quite a bit. And, I mean, there's still going to be one more DLC, presumably. I think it's called, like, Director's Cut mode is coming at some point in early 2021. Now, that should be the final DLC, and I really hope it is. Unless they decide to do, like, the Headhunter packs, like from Borderlands 2, that were actually pretty good. Because those reach like 1 to 2 maps and like 3 missions total and a few locations and stuff like that. Just easy little quick extra add-ons. So with that, level 713, 73%, 19,884 total trophies, 486 platinums, 2,809 golds, 5,305 silvers, 11,284 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. I don't know if we will get done with Overcooked 2. It depends on when me and Blair get to hang out. We might get it done, we might not. We'll have to see. Borderlands 3, I will probably be able to finish the 4th DLC, but I don't know yet officially. I need to go ahead and finish Spider-Man this week just because it's a Gamefly game, so I'd like to go ahead and send it back soon. But otherwise, I don't really know specifically what I'm going to play. Maybe I get the chance to play World War II. Maybe I work on Destiny 2. You know what? I really just need to stop being lazy with Destiny 2 and just... In the next couple days, I'm going to try to find a group for that because my week is actually pretty busy. My Monday through Wednesday this week is actually really busy post-work stuff just because I have other stuff I have to take care of. So those days are going to be kind of busy, but like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I got plenty of time and should really just try to get that game done. Just never have to touch it again on the PS4. I mean, that'd be pretty awesome just to be able to say I'm done with it. I might play a little bit of Shadowkeep because I now own that because I bought it for like $10 on a sale. But we'll have to see. Otherwise, I doubt I'll have time to play World War II. As for streams and stuff this week, I would think that either Friday or Saturday, will be a drunk stream in which we will finish Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 handgun only, and with it, we will be done with the Call of Duty challenge runs for now at least. And the next big stream series I'm going to do is sort of like what I did with, what was it, Mercenaries 2 back in like 2019, where I basically 100%ed that game on drunk streams. So we're going to be doing that a little bit with Fallout 4. We're just going to be playing the game casually, not to 100% by any means, but we're going to be playing it casually for at least a while just to do something a little bit different, you know, just because I've never really got to show Fallout 4 on the channel very much. I was going to do a Let's Play of it, a blind Let's Play right when it came out, but I sort of decided not to because I just wanted to be able to sit there and enjoy the game normally. So we shall see what happens with those streams, exactly which days they happen. Yeah, that's going to be about it for most of my announcements. As one final announcement, I don't know when the next cooking video is going to be, because even though I now have 3 different cookbooks to do stuff from, all of the Bi-Los are closing, and I've been shopping at Bi-Lo ever since I was in college, with the exception of the year that I was in Cincinnati, where I just used Kroger. So I'm not used to any of these other grocery stores, and I need to shop around a little bit and figure out which ones have the best deals on stuff and which ones have the most stuff. I mean, we have like Food Lions and Ingles and Publix's and Targets and Walmarts around here, so I'm sure I can find most everything around here, but just there might be a little bit of a hiatus before we start doing any more recipe videos while I figure all that stuff out, figure out what the best, you know, deals and stuff are, which stores are cheaper, stuff like that. So otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you have not already, and I will see you later this week for more content.